Hello, my name is Stevie Liss, and I will be discussing Time Inc. v. Hill. This case involves a First Amendment problem, an invasion of privacy, and a false representation on the Hill family. Introduction. On September 19, 1952, James Hill, his wife, and their 5 children were taken hostage. They were held captive in their house, which was located in White Marsh Township, Pennsylvania. The 3 convicts escaped from prison early in the morning and appeared on the Hills' doorstep. They forced entry into their home, and the convicts entered the house and held the family hostage for a total of 19 hours. The criminals left around 3:30 the following morning in the family's car. The 3 criminals were later arrested in a violent clash with police, in which 2 of the convicts were killed. The Hill family were released unharmed. The following day, a press conference was held on the Hill's front porch. James Hill gave his story to the media, and this incident received a huge amount of media attention, which caused the family to move and relocate them to Connecticut. James Hayes wrote a novel that was published in 1953 called The Desperate Hours. This novel was based off of the Hills family tragedy. The Desperate Hours went on to become a bestseller. In 1954, Broadway Theater produced The Desperate Hours. This play was based off of a hostage incident very similar to what the Hill family experienced. In the play, the scenario changed from the actual experiences to a more fictional portrayal of the Hill family. Life magazine also published an article on The Desperate Hours. The article included several images of actors, and the pictures were taken in White Marsh, Pennsylvania, which was the prior residence of the Hill family. The play was characterized as a reenactment of the tragedy that the Hill family experienced. After Life magazine published this piece, Miss Hill experienced a mental breakdown. The family was very confused as to why the magazine didn't check their facts and information before publishing the article. Mr. Hill filed suit in New York against the magazine's publisher, Time Inc. Mr. Hill is suing due to the privacy law that Life magazine violated. The article contained fictional events that did not actually occur. The legal argument caused false light in relation to the privacy law. After litigation, a decision was found in the favor of Mr. Hill, who was awarded $30,000 for the damages. Time Inc. appealed the matter to the U.S. Supreme Court. The Hill family position was argued by Richard Nixon, and the case opened up with the argument of the privacy law, and the second argument was that the case was ruled inappropriate due to the jury being allowed to determine liability of Life based on inaccurate facts from the article. Inc. v. Hill applies significantly to communications due to the media outlets and all the attention that this case has brought to the public. The Hill family sued Time Inc. for deliberate misrepresentation and restriction of the First Amendment protection. The family claimed that Life knew Hayes' work was fictional, but never published an article representation that the material was fact. Time Inc. knew the article was an error, but never claimed their mistake. The lower courts awarded the Hills damages in a 6-3 decision. Time Inc. appealed this decision. The case was taken to another court, which Time Inc. won in a 5-4 decision. The court reversed the lower court's ruling, and no cause of action against the magazine or publisher was taken. In conclusion, I think the Hill family was correct in filing a suit against Time Inc. Due to having false information and incorrect facts, they suffered from a huge invasion of privacy and grief throughout this case. Thank you.